Good morning, parents, family members, friends, teachers, Pinacate staff members, honored guests, and especially our 8th grade students. We welcome all of you to the promotion ceremony of the class of 2015 from Pinacate Middle School. To begin our ceremony, ASB Vice President Melissa Linares will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. After the pledge, Miss Veronica Vallejo, one of our program leaders from Think Together, will then sing the national anthem. Please remember to remain standing for both. Vice President Linares and Miss Vallejo, will you please come up at this time?
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? You're wonderful.
Thank you and great job, Miss Vallejo and also Miss Linares. You can all be seated, please. Thank you. We would now like to introduce dignitaries who are with us here today. From the Board of Trustees of the Paris Union High School District, we have President David Nellison, Vice President Edward Agundez, Trustee Joan Cooley, and Trustee Dr. Jose Arau. And from the Superintendent's Cabinet, from the Paris Union High School District, we have Mrs. Tanya Davis, Executive Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Marcy Savage, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Mr. Steve Swartz, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, and Mrs. Candace Rains, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services. We would also like to recognize Mr. Nick Hilton, Principal of Paris High School. Thank you, Mr. Hilton, for allowing us to be here today on this beautiful field. We will now continue with our program with a special musical number by Miss Vallejo once again, who will sing Because I Knew You.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that it's true. But I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun. Like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way your stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind of the sea, like a sea drop by a sky bird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a sea drop by a bird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for
Thank you, Ms. Vallejo. Your singing is inspiring. Thank you very much. At this time, we'd like to invite Edward Agundes, Vice President of the Board of Trustees, for the recognition of the staff. Vice President Agundes.
Thank you. Wow, you all look wonderful this morning. Woo! You wish you could dress up this way every day, right? Good morning, students, parents, teachers, and friends. On behalf of the Paris Union High School Board of Trustees, I want to welcome you all and congratulate the class of 2015. Buenos días, estudiantes, papás, maestros y amigos. De parte de la mesa directiva del Distrito Escolar de Paris Union High School, quiero darles la bienvenida a todos y felicitar la clase de 2015. Students, you all know that you did not get to this point on your own. There has been and will continue to be many people that you need to thank for their continuous support. First, your first teachers, which are your parents. Let's give them a great, wonderful applause. Next, your teachers and your school administrators. Let's have them all stand up. Teachers, school administrators, please. Now let's give them a big round of applause. Con ganas. Thank you, teachers and staff. And also thank the many other friends and family that help along the way. You didn't do it by yourself, right? All of us were in the same spot that you are in today, meaning we were young once, a long time ago. So I have a little story to share with you that may help now and in the future, because this journey that you are on is only just beginning. Okay, pongan atención. This is what children think about their parents going through the ages. At 7 years of age, my parents are great, you thought. They know everything. At 14 years of age, I believe my parents make mistakes on things that they say. At 20 years of age, my parents are a little backwards. They are from a different time. At 25 years, my parents don't know anything. They are slowing down a lot. At 35 years, with my experience, today my parents would be millionaires. At 45 years of age, I don't know if I should consult with my parents. Maybe they could give me some good advice. At 55 years of age, too bad that my parents have passed away. Truly, they had great wisdom and advice. At 60 years, poor mom and dad, they really knew everything. They were great. Too bad I realized it when it was much too late. The moral of the story is, please don't wait till it's too late. Take the advice that your parents, your teachers, and all of those that love and support you. If you do that, things will be much easier and you'll have a better chance at succeeding in life. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2015.
Thank you, Vice President Agundez. We appreciate your wonderful words and all of your support. We will now have the congratulatory address given by Marcy Savage, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. She is speaking in behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jonathan Greenberg, who's unable to attend today because he's attending his own granddaughter's promotion ceremony. And also, it's very important to note that Mrs. Savage is retiring at the end of this month after a very distinguished career as a public educator over the last 40 years. Mrs. Savage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. I'm only 45 years of age, so figure that one out, okay? Hey, good morning, Pinacate class of 2015. I know all of you are sitting out there fanning yourself. It can get quite warm, and same with the parents and friends of Pinacate in the audience. As Mr. Morgan said, I am here speaking to you today on behalf of our superintendent, Jonathan Greenberg, who is unable to be here this morning as his granddaughter is being promoted from 8th to 9th grade, just like all of you. We'll give him a round of applause. Maybe he'll hear it. Maybe his granddaughter will. So, students, let's talk about middle school. What an accomplishment. 8th grade going on to 9th grade. Today is a celebration of 9 years of school so far. Doesn't sound like much, but when you put it into this perspective, you have just finished 1,620 days of instruction, which equals about 10,000 minutes of learning and about 4,000 plus hours of homework. You survived. Give yourself a round of applause. Woohoo! Do you remember how this started, how middle school started? It was a warm June day, 6th grade. You were on your way to tour Pinacate Middle School. Do you remember that day? Give me a high five if you remember that day. Some of you don't recall that. Okay, so let's talk about the first day of 7th grade. You went nervously from class to class, fearing you couldn't find your room, couldn't get there on time, and you were desperately hoping that the teacher would not call on you in class, nor would the teacher give you homework. You looked for a familiar face, and when you found a familiar face, you huddled in the hallways. You even moved aside for those cool 8th grade students coming down the hall. You shot apprehensive glances at strangers. You weren't very secure. But after a few weeks in 7th grade, you opened up, you became more confident, Pinacate was more familiar, and then all of a sudden you finished 7th grade and on to 8th grade. You survived your first year of middle school. 8th grade, a bit different. You were the oldest, you were the wisest, and unquestionably the most awesome of all. When you walked down the hall on campus, 7th graders moved aside. You now had enough confidence to walk by Mr. Morgan's office and kind of prep yourself in his windows, not realizing he could see you, but you couldn't see him. You grew as a grade, you grew as a team, but most importantly, all of you sitting here today grew to be a unique individual who has met many challenges and made tremendous achievements. You became smarter, confident, and yes, even a bit taller as we watched all of you walk in here today. You've listened to the high school counselors tell you all about high school. You've completed your course lists. Onward you go. So the time is now to enter that new chapter. You probably have a good 9 more years of school ahead of you. It's time to go from middle school that you're familiar with, the Pinacate you love, and that you are in charge of. You're going to cross the parking lot to bigger, busier, and frankly, scarier high school, where you once again will be the young ones on campus. You will be freshmen. But you've earned this. High school's going to be awesome. You can handle it. You've worked hard. You've made good decisions. And you have learned from the very best. So carry it on. So here we are today. It's extremely evident you're ready to move on. Seize the glory of your accomplishments. Seize the wonderment of today and tomorrow. We celebrate you. Parents, Pinacate staff, and friends of Pinacate, it's your time to celebrate as well. You made it happen. You made the possibilities come true. You've guided, you've provided lots of fun and learning, and students have flourished under your leadership. Thank you for preparing the students. So students, carry on. The one thing I ask is that you be you, uniquely you. Enjoy the journey of high school and on and on. Just know, 4 years from now, you will be sitting here celebrating again as the class of 2019. We are all so very proud of each and every one of you. Go forth and congratulations, class of 2015.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Mrs. Savage. Thank you for all that you've done, especially for the great changes that you've brought to our district over the last years while serving here. You will be sorely missed, and we wish you well. We will now be pleased to listen to our ASB president for the 2014-15 school year, Omar Elizondo. President Omar.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Omar Elizondo, ASB President of Pinacate Middle School. Here before me today stands a group of bright, high-achieving individuals that are about to embark on the next step of their academic journey. Fellow classmates, congratulations, we are now almost high schoolers. Ready for more responsibility, more work, and more opportunities than you could ever imagine. One tip, don't give up because we could do it. I want to thank each and every one of you for your contribution to Pinacate Middle School. We are all better because of each and every one of you. We had a lot of highlights this year, like some sports championships in football, basketball, and soccer. We had school-wide rallies with activities like Skin the Snake and Steal the Bacon. We had the chance to join clubs and after-school programs like Think Together and Club Live. I want to thank everyone that made these activities, sports, and clubs possible, and to everyone that participated in at least one activity. As we progress onward to 9th grade, I hope you take some time to relax. We can all be very high-achieving and talented students who will undoubtedly change the world someday. Our families are very proud of us, and I know that all of us will continue to show our brilliance. As president, I want to congratulate all of you on your promotion. Class of 2015, we made it, and I want everyone to enjoy your summer break. Thank you.
Great job, President Omar. Your example has been a great example of leadership throughout the entire year. We will now be pleased to hear from our two Principal's Choice Award winners. They were recognized last week as being the best of the very best. And they are first Alejandro Ojeda and then Sage Henderson. Come up, please.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's event. I am very pleased to be speaking here today along with Sage, so let me begin. Many people think that a teenager's middle school promotion isn't that big of a deal, but trust me, it is. All of these students here today are getting ready to go to high school, and by what I've heard from my parents and mentors, it isn't that easy. There's homework, quizzes, tests, and all that fun stuff we love to do. Then there's these wonderful people called teachers. Now, teachers, of course, are paid to teach their students whatever they have to. They don't have to help their students one-on-one or give their students rewards for being successful. But it seems like all of the teachers at Pinacate do those things. One great example of this is my avid teacher, Miss Mackenzie. She has helped me throughout my 8th grade year in so many ways that I can't say right now because we'd be here the whole day if I did. I really appreciate her because if she hadn't shown me how to complete middle school and have fun while doing it, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. Of course, I'd like to thank my other teachers, Mr. Kingsbury, because of his engaging instruction. He made history the easiest class to pass. Ms. Casals for being the one who taught me right from wrong. Mr. Yu, who made science fun. And finally, Mr. Bugarin and Mr. Jones for teaching me how to solve very confusing math problems. I'd also like to thank my family, especially my mom and dad, for keeping me on the right path to success. Finally, I'd like to say something to the students here today. We are about to promote from middle school, and that's awesome, but what would be even more awesome would be us graduating from high school and college. We all might face challenges in life, but that can't stop us from doing what we want to do. As Mark Twain once said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowline, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. I don't know what you took from this quote, but this is my interpretation. The only way we're going to make it through life is if we take risks. Whatever your situation is, just take a chance because you won't know the final result by just standing there. Thank you and have a great day.
Sorry, I'm really nervous, but as they mentioned, my name is Sage Henderson, and I would like to tell you a little bit about my middle school experiences at Pinacate Middle School. Middle school can be a tough time for many students, as we really want to do is figure out who we are and where we fit in. This can be very stressful. For me, this process was made easier with the help of Mr. Morgan, the teachers, and the rest of the staff, especially Al Winters, who always kept me laughing. Everyone was very welcoming, encouraging, and as you all know, they instilled in us to always do our best. Being respectful. Every day I tried to show respect not only to my teachers, but also to my peers. Of course, we all have our bad days, but by building strong relationships, it was much easier to get past that and remain respectful. Expect excellence. I have always been one to expect excellence from myself, and the teachers' high expectations kept me on my toes. However, since I always put my best foot forward and was always willing to go an extra mile, I managed to keep a 4.0 GPA all year. Staying connected and involved. Pinacate offered many ways for us to stay connected and involved. Hopefully, between all the sports and different clubs, you were able to find something that you could connect with. For me, it was sports. I participated in volleyball, basketball, and softball. Go Lady Pumas! Staying connected and involved is an awesome way to meet new people and to stay out of trouble. Taking care of business. Staying out of trouble is the best way to take care of business. I chose great friends that didn't really create drama, but if someone were to mess with me, I knew I could go to an adult for help. Although middle school was a challenge and we all had our struggles, we did it. Now as we leave middle school and get ready to enter into high school, we must remember to always be our best. This will take us one step closer to being college and career ready. Are you ready for the new challenges in high school? I am, and you should be too. We will be great. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Great job, Alejandro and Sage and Omar. Give them a round of applause one more time. Way to go, Pumas. We will now be pleased to hear from one of our social studies teachers, Mr. Mike Kingsbury, who will deliver the farewell address. Mr. Kingsbury has taught at Pinacate for over the last 10 years, and sadly tomorrow it will be his last day teaching in the classroom. He will be retiring after 40 years of teaching. Let's give it up for Mr. Kingsbury. Mr. Kingsbury.
Distinguished guests, my fellow educators, parents and family, and the graduating 8th grade class of Pumas from Pinacate. Look at you guys, you did it. Congratulations. A few days ago, I was approached to ask if I would give a short farewell address to this 8th grade class, and I cannot think of any greater honor or award for a teacher to receive than to do this. You ready to do this? You ready to go out and celebrate with your families? How many have to go to the restroom? Okay, this will be short. My age, it happens a lot. The good news is Miss Savage and our two wonderful student leaders gave most of my speech, so it's going to be shorter than normal. But I do want to add a few new things. You guys were pioneers at Pinacate. When you were 7th graders, you received for the first time ever your own Chromebook. This is the first time in my 40 years that in my class every kid had access to technology. What a wonderful opportunity to practice keyboarding, writing essays, researching websites to get information. And as 8th graders, you were pioneers in taking the SBAC and other tests through EDMS and ready for the new demands of the Common Core curriculum. You are leading the way. You are leaders in that. And suddenly, after 2 years, it's over. You probably, when you walked into 7th grade, didn't think this day would come, but here it is now. And now you're getting ready for 4 years of high school. That seems like a long time. But let me warn you, before you know it, you'll be setting out here, graduating from high school, and going out there in the world of college and career. Don't let that slip you by. Get connected, get involved, join a team, a club, some activity. Cherish your old friends, but be prepared to make new ones. Do not be surprised that when you graduate, your absolute best friend is somebody you do not know right now. As you come up these ramps or stairs, you'll be coming up here as Pumas. When you go down these steps, you'll be Panthers. Carry with you the Pinacate slogan to do your best, but add to it the Panther slogan of never, never give up. Out there in the future, you'll be doing jobs that don't exist right now. They haven't been created. You'll be working with tools and computers and programs that don't exist because they haven't been invented yet. Some of you will invent those things. Some of you here will start your own new businesses. Some of you will go into sports and set new records, and all those athletes you admire from pro sports and Olympics, they're going to have to move their names down a notch to make room for yours. Some of you will write the new songs, the new books. Some of you may find the cure for diseases that right now are incurable. Some of you will become leaders in your community, your state, the country. Maybe, just maybe, one of you will be the first human to set foot on another planet. And maybe, just maybe, one of you will find where Amelia Earhart is. And my students know what that means. Please remember that your parents and your teachers have faith in you. We love you. We're proud of you. We have confidence in you. Carry that with you as you go into high school. And so, thank you for the honor of addressing you. Never give up. Do your best. Good luck, Godspeed, and may God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kingsbury. Thank you, Mr. Kingsbury, for those inspiring words, for the many years of all the hard work, sacrifice, dedication. You serve as an example, not only as an educator, but just simply as a great human being. Thank you again, Mr. Kingsbury. We're going to miss you so much. We would like to thank all who have spoken or performed in today's ceremony. Before we present our students, I would like to say a few brief words. Pumas, for the last 2 years, it's been a privilege to have you with us at Pinacate. Parents, thank you so much for entrusting us with your sons and daughters during this important, critical time of their lives. Now, I hope you all listened to the words of the song that Miss Vallejo sang a little while ago. At the last part of the song, she asked the words, "Who can say if I have been changed for the better?" And then in the very end, it answers, "I have been changed for good." Class of 2015, thank you for being with us these last 2 years. You have changed Pinacate for the better, and you have helped us change for good. You have done this because you have chosen to live up to the challenge of being your best, just like what Sage talked about a few moments ago. Today we are here to especially focus on E in best, which means expect excellence. Very good, Pumas, outstanding. Which means to think about your future, create a vision of what you want to be. This is a big reason why we have this promotion ceremony here at Paris High School. We want you to have a vision of where you will be in 4 short years when you have finished high school and you're graduating as the class of 2019. But we don't want you to stop there. Create a vision of where you will be in later years when you are graduating from college and moving on to your career. To achieve this, you'll need to believe in yourselves and also, as Mr. Kingsbury mentioned, to live up to the motto of Paris High School, which is never, never, never give up. Remember these things, Pumas, to continue to change yourselves, to be better, and to continue to change for good. As you do this, you will help others do the same. Thank you, class of 2015. Thank you for always representing Puma Pride in so many ways and for always striving to be your best. At this time, we'd like to invite Mr. Nick Hilton to come forward to the podium.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to congratulate each and every one of you on your promotion from middle school and welcome you to high school. The next 4 years are going to be some of the most important years of your life. Your options after high school will be impacted by your performance in your classes, your involvement in school activities in our community, and the choices that you make. Your experience in high school, like all the experiences that came before, will be what you make of it. Work hard, get involved, and I will see each of you back on this field in 4 years as members of the graduating class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Pumas, your time has come. Mr. Hilton, I present to you the 8th grade class of 2015 of Pinacate Middle School.
Jared Barrientos. Lupita Sánchez. Cristal Murillo. Alex Rosales. Emanuel Fonseca. Isaac García. Melissa Linares. Sage Henderson.
Deshaun Hatfield.
Alejandro Ojeda.
Noel Torres.
Omar Alisando.
Armando Guerrero.
Joy Castañeda Quintero.
Eddie Hernandez.
Ángel Herrera.
Henry Velasquez.
Daniel Espinosa.
Samaje Lopez.
Andrew Corona.
Kimonte Johnson.
Arthur Sarabia.
Demetrius Batchelor.
Jacob Quiñero.
Gimonte Johnson.
Celia Howard.
DeAnthony Thompson.
Alicia Pineda.
Damari Franklin.
Ricardo Ramirez.
Pablo Ramirez.
Adam Joseph Gomez.
Maxwell Williams.
Brian Carrique.
Roman Tillman.
Roberto Ornelas.
Amir Ghani.
Joshua Ortega.
Carlos Santana.
Jasmine Scott.
Devin Boyd.
Destiny Bravo.
Nathan Valdivia.
Joshua Moreno.
Roger Andrade.
Sarah Cotter.
Jeremiah de la Cruz.
Alexis Flores.
Jonathan Buelna.
Nayeli Rico.
Gabriel Aguilar Prieto.
Rosa Zamora.
Anthony Esquivias.
Judith Ornelia.
Brian Becerra.
Aline Mariano.
Brian Perez.
Lisa Person.
Brian Nunez.
Daphne? Daphne Ochoa Jamarillo.
Naima Hayes.
Carlos Garcia.
Armani Sneed.
Jesus Barajas.
Ayana Rivas.
Jeffrey Oliver.
Trinity Schaffner.
Sergio Avina.
Josiah King.
Halo Juandares. Juandares.
Savannah Walston.
Pedro Pérez.
Jade Jones.
Patricia Lave.
Esley Villaseñor Villa.
Jameson. Alexis Jameson.
Rebecca Meza.
Ashaya Williams.
Pearl Inez.
Janea Dooley.
Print Inez.
Sheila Mariano.
Ed Lorenzo.
Leslie Gomez.
Ramiro Castreon.
Saraí Rojas.
Kevin Arias.
Juliana López Cruz.
Raúl Ramirez.
Natalia Angélica Hernández.
Johnny Penaloza.
Jesse Sánchez.
Angel Garcia.
Andrew Loza.
Amaris Aranda.
Eric Holman.
Ariana Aranda.
Juliana Sanchez.
China Trammell.
Nailin Insunza.
Zachary Simmons.
Ana Perez.
Santino Rendon.
Adriana Cepeda.
Joel Diaz.
Yolanda Bugarin.
Renee Murillo.
Isabela Zamora. Let's see what's yours. Ashley Lopez. Ashley Lopez.
Emerald Simalevai.
Alejandro Cedeno.
Maria Cruz.
Sean McKinnon.
Delilah Chavez.
Ernie Salazar.
Marifer Morales.
Eduardo Rodriguez. You guys.
Patricia Garcia.
Michael Lavina.
Marlene Garcia.
Neri Alvarado.
Dominic Walsh.
Alex Pitch.
Christian Davis.
Mariah Valdez.
Alfred Orozco.
Marcos Franco.
Jasmine Valle.
Nicolás Orozco.
Ariana Casas.
George Gonzalez.
Corelli Martinez.
Giselle Salinas.
Cecilia Hidalgo.
Noemí Altamirano.
Priscilla Ayala.
Jasmine Campos.
Emily Zaragoza.
Neida Hernández.
Ana Garcia.
Jocelyn Mojarro.
Deron Burnett.
Alejandro Hernández.
Derek Johnson.
Marlene Macías.
Kareem Jordan.
Karina Vera.
Nicholas Sternod.
Mayra Terrablanca.
Diamoneer Butler.
Ananin Yusege.
Adrene Garcia.
Areli Cerrato.
Leslie Noriega.
Alicia Muñoz.
Alex Zazueta.
Jessica Raigosa.
Leslie Arguello.
Oh my God. Jocelyn Benicia.
Brianna Rodriguez.
Brianna Minero.
Natalie Castillo.
Isabel Marie Branch.
Jason Ruiz.
Alicia Jackson.
Alex Rodriguez.
Araceli Camarillo.
Manuel Espinoza.
Priscila Gamboa.
Edwin Rivera.
Wendy Moreno.
Francisco Gallegos.
Cindy Chavez.
David Hanau.
Maria Aguirre.
Ed Pineda.
Julia Ramos.
Omar Delgado.
Verónica Navarro.
Christian Morales.
Cristo Gomez.
Josue Morales.
Shirley Gomez.
Diego Morones.
Yesenia Quijano.
Diana Nunez.
Dariana Ornelas.
Michael Hauger.
Paola Ortiz.
Diana Castellanos.
Brisa Ibarra.
Anthony Alvarado.
Brittany Peña.
Sammy Taporco.
Stephanie Tapia.
Jocelyn Palomera.
Adriana Chavez.
Jasmine Autry.
Giselle Lopez.
Colby Bond.
Jocelyn Ramirez.
Jose Flores.
Angie Pineda.
David Samano.
Fatima Gomez Navarrete.
Matthew Gonzalez.
Priscilla Mota.
Fernando Lemus.
Kayla Pacheco.
Jose Cortez.
Nicolás Altamirano.
Abraham Avila.
Alexia Alvarado.
Michael Quezada.
Blanca Robles.
Alex Cortez.
Julio Espitita.
Chave Barnwell.
Dominic Miramontes.
Anila Cruz.
Andrés Martínez.
Graciela Torres.
Jay Duran,
Angel Rodriguez,
Raúl Galindo Solís,
Lizette Romero,
Eric Sembrano,
Raúl Campos,
Kiara Underwood,
Ascensión Castillo,
Zoraida Escalante,
Guadalupe Ramirez,
Evelyn de la Madrid,
Brandon Perez,
Andrew Reyes,
Alejandro Benito,
Joshua Gomez,
Renee Casas,
Takari K,
Demetrio Suarez,
Jada Jackson,
Ana Roman Garcia,
Kayleen Marin,
Stephanie Roman,
Destiny Williams,
Gabriel Sotelo,
Priscilla Tavalera,
Arturo Barajas Acosta,
Alejandra Pulido,
Jose Talavera,
Maylene Alejandre,
Omar Prieto,
Michelle Oliveros,
Juan Magana Estrada,
Leslie Ochoa,
Danielle Felipe,
Mónica Regalado,
Ikaika Tatala,
Jason Evans,
Jose de Jesus Manzano Torres,
Stacy Gonzalez,
Sai Galeana,
Luis Cabrera,
Justin Galeana,
Javier Olera,
Javier Cervantes Garcia,
Brenda Gonzalez,
Armando Tenorio,
Yesenia Montoya,
Alejandro Esquivel,
Calamini Garcia,
Andy Quintero,
Natalie Miranda,
Luis Velázquez,
Adriana Covarrubias,
Eric Rivera,
Araceli Marín,
Juan Alvarez,
Alma Olea Cortés,
Alex Avalos,
Marisela Ceja Vargas,
Joab Bravo,
Michelle Vargas,
Ismael Silverio,
Ivan Anderson,
Alexis Uribe,
how do you say your name? Caleb Whaley,
Giovanni Mojica,
Theodore Molin,
Kevin Martinez,
Deshaun Traje,
Vicente Tapia,
Erica Rincon,
Miguel Orozco,
Bianca Rios,
Raymond Jones,
Lexus Pulido,
Scott Prawl,
Samantha Chavez,
Samaje Taylor,
Alicia Ayala,
Corey Underwood,
Harry Tallera,
Bernardo Negrete,
Carlos Santiago,
Brian Perez Medina,
Derek Green. Okay, guys. Wait.
Andres Felix,
Kivian Fagan,
David Venegas,
Moises Perez,
Enrique de los Santos,
Timothy Eddington,
Daniel Salas,
DeAndre Price,
Carlos Ruiz,
Adriana Guevara,
Sebastian Lopez,
Wendy Lopez,
Luis Nevares,
Cindy Toca,
Jatnel Montes,
Daniel Estrada,
Jonathan Hernandez,
Ernesto Ledesma,
Alex Nunez,
Marco Núñez,
Julio Marmolejo,
Adán González,
Christian Cardenas,
Jesús Ochoa,
Andrés Gutierrez,
Jeremiah Mota,
Sebastian Contreras,
Tony Raymond Reese,
Saúl Flores,
Israel Girilalba,
Alex Morales,
Adriana Rodríguez,
Andrés Lenderos,
Jacqueline Lara,
Gilbert Martinez,
Cecilia Mandujano,
Santiago Ortiz,
Nayeli Leiva,
Hugo Vasquez,
María de Jesús Quiñones,
Alexis Peña,
Jessica Pérez,
Eric Garcia,
Yesenia Lonemi,
Sergio Prieto,
Bárbara Mendrano,
Arturo Naranjo,
Aarón Leiva,
Milton Hernandez,
Adam Iniziquez,
Juan Vasquez,
Juan Fletes,
Eric Gonzalez,
Nancy José Reyes,
Luis Ortiz,
Stevie Fuentes,
Roberto Chavez,
Saúl Mancilla,
Ulises del Rosario,
Rubén Flores Quintero,
Jonathan Rosas,
Abril Mitre,
Andre Anthony,
Anthony de Brios,
Gustavo Evaristo,
Xavier Montoya,
Benjamin Jimenez,
Brenda Ibarra,
Joel Anaya,
Jalil Salas,
Shoshana Wynn,
Luis Rodríguez,
Roseanne Patea,
Ariana Solorio,
Malanoa Paye,
María Jazmín Ledesma,
Kennedy Watley,
Richard Velasco,
Annette Felix,
Arturo Torres,
Melanie Arevalo,
Gabriel Tannen,
George Arambula,
Jonathan Sanchez,
Leopoldo Carrillo,
Andy Torres,
Javier Cepeda,
Eddie Rivera,
Edgar Alcantar,
Daniel Jiménez,
Gerardo Ochoa,
Carlos Rosales,
Tiffany Velasquez,
Oscar Caro,
Daniela Leal,
Jorge Partida Jr.,
Lainey Krebs,
Salvador Partida,
Yvette Flores,
Margarita Marmolejo,
Jennifer Jimenez,
Patty Vaca,
Janelle Corel,
Ileana Sánchez,
Alma Hernandez,
Leslie Partida Zavala,
Ana de Alba,
Chelsea Martinez,
Andrew Valverde,
Karen Piñeda,
Ashlyn Ariano,
Jazmín Consuelo León,
Jaden Hands,
Ariana Martínez o Ramírez,
Jonisha Montgomery,
Clarisa Guadalupe Vázquez,
Daniela Vera,
Jazmín Botello Cárdenas,
Sebastian Gonzalez,
Mariana Desiree Rangel,
Christian Yepes,
Juliet Rochelle Spencer,
Ernesto Recinos,
Mario Rodríguez,
Enrique Jimenez,
Kenneth Rodríguez,
Fernando Zepeda,
Jonathan Mota,
Alexis Ayala,
Adrián Rodate,
Servando Flores,
Marín Abita,
Raúl Chavez,
Jacob Torres,
Jonathan Castro,
Raúl Villarroel López,
Kevin Gonzalez,
Jeremiah Dylan King,
Jonathan Lee,
Brian Miranda,
Emilio Razo,
Fátima Regalado,
Miguel Arredondo,
Daniela López Ruiz,
Roberto Romero,
Daniela Cortés Rangel,
Alejandro Espinoza,
Savannah Rayleigh,
Nayeli Sandoval,
Adriana Natalie Ramirez,
Noemi Ortiz,
Emily Arroyo,
Brianna Enciso,
Leslie Velázquez,
Jacqueline Maldonado,
Catherine Ortega,
Yesenia Flores,
Adam Anaya,
Marilu Godinez, Yarim Padilla. Wendy Falcon. Stephanie Lopez. Maria Jara. Ayla Hernandez. Beatrice Galvan. Nita Yang. Karen Del Cid. Ikra Naz. Giselle Gutierrez. Alyssa Cabral. Esmeralda Delgado Lopez. Angela Delgado Lopez. Ana Alvarado. Sofia Espejo. Samaya Ramirez. Maritza Amazola. Tanya Gonzalez. Abigail Hernandez. Reina Kramer. Monica Orabuena. Daphne Estrada. Lorena Zuniga. Jimena Tenorio. Leslie Plasencia. Sylvia Briones. Eileen Soto. Natalie Zaragoza. Rosa Torreblanca. Desiree Gonzalez. Samantha Hernandez. Tiara Turner Morris.
Oh, yeah, they do. I told Natalie's
The
little
guys
fifth
they can hear
graders,
so much, they can
no
hear.
noise.
Thank you again. Congratulations, class of 2015. Thanks again to all. Thanks again to all who have organized and participated in this wonderful celebration today. Families, please meet your students at the northwest end of the stadium, west of the bleachers. And thank you again for attending today. Padres pueden reunirse con sus estudiantes al lado norte y oeste del estadio. Y gracias por su asistencia y apoyo. Great job, Pumas. We will now begin the recessional. Pumas, follow the directions of your teachers, please. We will now begin the recessional.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home, talking on the telephone. And we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever. When we think about tomorrow like we think about now, can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly.